Today's session is how you can streamline your billing operations with Zoho Billing. So, the past two sessions, you might have seen the whole big picture of what Zoho Finance is building over the last few years. Now, we move to the individual product tracks and what we've been building over the years and where it's going to go in terms of finance individual applications. And the first application being Zoho Billing. So, this is the agenda for today's session. So, first, we'll see what are the business challenges a company might face in the dynamic market landscape right now. Because we have a lot of changing factors, businesses might face multiple challenges, and how Zoho Billing can help you solve this with flexible billing models, how to streamline the customer experience to collect payments, and how you will be able to connect it with multiple application and what's in store for the future in Zoho Billing. So first, we'll see some of the challenges a business might face. So these challenges might be internal or external. So there can be external challenges in the way that if there are any compliance, if there are any tax regime changes, if you have to adapt to a competitor's billing strategy, you would need a robust billing solution that can adapt to it. Internal in the sense, if you have a system that doesn't talk to multiple individual silos, then that will be an internal challenge for you. So, Zoho Billing will help you to overcome these challenges. So, these are different challenges. Like if you have a need to implement a new pricing model, but if your billing system is not flexible enough to do that, then you will not be able to expand. So, if you want to expand to do multiple geographies, and if your system cannot do that, then that's a challenge for you. And if you have missed a consumption pattern, so for example, businesses might have predominantly one-off billing in the past, but now consumers are moving to subscription based, and now even subscription has been overloaded. So companies need value. So the customers expect value from the companies that they purchase. So they need value driven, usage driven hybrid subscription or billing models. So if you want to incorporate a billing system that has everything, so if you have a billing system that has helps you to adapt to multiple pricing models and launch quickly, if you have new services, if you want to expand to multiple markets, or if you want to increase the operational efficiency between your services, and if you want to get meaningful metrics out of the system, then you would need a robust billing solution for that. So a robust billing solution will help you to grow sustainably, and then it will increase your retention by giving a good customer experience, and that will in turn into a competitive crucial advantage for you to implement multiple billing models. So that is where we come in, Zoho Billing. And in Zoho Billing, before moving forward, I will just quickly give you some context. We have a lot of customers that are asking, you have Zoho Invoice, you have Zoho Books, you have Zoho Billing. What is the difference between them? So we have a simple solution for that. So if you have a customer, or if you are in the edge to try out any Zoho Finance product, so try Zoho Invoice. Zoho Invoice is a free invoicing application. If your needs are simple, just send an estimate or send an invoice, collect payment, and then record in the reports. So Zoho Invoice is completely free. If you just want to try the product of Zoho Finance Suite, just to have a taste on what it entails, just try out Zoho Invoice, and it is free for up to 500 transactions per year. And if you want to move over from a different system, then Zoho Invoice will be a first product in Zoho Finance Suite that you can try it out. And if you have an existing accounting solution, but you want to implement new billing strategies, and if you want to have a complex billing mechanism that you want to implement, which is not possible in your accounting system, if the accountant is not willing to move out of the accounting system, but you have a vision for your product, you want to implement new strategies like subscription or usage-based billing, then you can try out Zoho Billing and use it specifically as a billing solution, and then that can sync to our accounting system, which is Zoho Books. It can also talk to multiple accounting solutions like Xero or QuickBooks. So that is where Zoho Billing comes in. And if you just need an accounting application that can do one-off invoicing, then Zoho Books would do for you. So if you are in the ecosystem, if you're already using Zoho Books, then if you need a subscription-based or usage-based or calendar billing, if you have complex billing models, you can use that in tandem with Zoho Billing. So that's the difference between these three applications. So with that said, I'll move to the agenda for the today. So in Zoho Billing, we have multiple billing models. I'll cover the basic ones that we have today. So We have one-off billing, one-time billing, and then we have project-based billing, which you might see in books or invoice. We also have subscription-based billing, and we have usage billing. So these are the different billing models in Zoho Billing. In one-time billing, in businesses that have one-time billing use cases where there will be a quote to cash process. So we support one-time billing, so you will be able to configure the products or services within our system, and you will be able to create price list. You can mark up the price or mark down the price. You will also be able to create price list. So if you're selling globally, you'll be able to create price list for customers in different countries for different currencies. And you will also be able to map that with the price list in the system with your customers, or when you create an invoice, you can associate that to the customers. And when you generate these transactions, it can be quote to cash process. You can generate quotes and then you can convert it to an invoice directly. Or we also have introduced progress billing. So if you bill on a stage by stage basis, so you want to bill 10% first and 30% after you deliver the first phase of your project, you can use progress billing for that. You can create an estimate and create progressive invoices from there. And once you just send out these invoices, you would want to remind your customers. So if you collect online payment, then you'll get payments once you have invoiced, that's fine. But if you send out the invoices and if your customer have not paid on time, you will be able to automate reminders based upon this due date of the invoice. And you can send multiple reminders based upon the company's requirement. So you can configure that in the settings. And once you receive the payments from your customers, you will be able to automate the payment receipt from the system. So this is the one-time billing model which is supported in Zoho Billing. And for this one-time billing, you'll have multiple metrics that you have in the system. So you'll have sales metrics like sales by customer, sales by item, sales by salesperson. You'll be able to derive that based upon the date range every month. You can also schedule those reports to be sent automatically to your email inbox. You will also have receivable-based metrics like aging reports based upon customers, based upon transactions. You will also have payment metrics, payment failures reports, and payment based upon the transactions type and the method of the payment. So all this will give you an advantage of getting meaningful metrics out of these one-time billing models. Next is project billing. So even this method of billing is available in all the finance applications, so like books and invoice. So in project billing, you will be able to configure project based upon multiple billing methods. So you can bill your customers based upon this task, or you can bill customers based upon the employee's time. You will also be able to bill customers with a fixed cost of the project. So you will be able to track time, so your employees can track time using mobile apps or even Apple Watch. You will also be able to have an approval based workflow. So you will be able to assign a project manager, and the project manager can approve the entries of the time that is tracked by the system. And once that is done, you will also be able to attach the expenses. So if you incur any expenses on behalf of your customers, you can add those expenses, attach that to the project, and then when you invoice your customers, you will be able to tie that everything together, the time that you've calculated, the expenses that you've incurred, and you can bill that. And when you show that in the invoice, you'll be able to select if that should be a single invoice or if that should have the individual line item based description for all the time entries and expenses tracked together. Now for projects, we also have timesheet details reports. You will be able to get a summary reports. You will also be able to generate profitability metrics from within our system. So this will, for this, we have also planned to enhance this with providing milestone based billing in the future updates, which will cover in the roadmap. So this is about the project billing, and the next part is about the subscription billing. So subscription economy is increasingly growing over the years. So a survey by Forbes says that 70% of the businesses are trying to implement some sort of subscription to increase their revenue. So you will be able to implement subscription billing using Zoho Billing. You will be able to create subscription plans. These plans can be monthly, quarterly, or annual. These can be auto-recurring. You can automatically charge your customers. You will also be able to specify billing cycles when you create these plans. So for companies in telecom sectors, if you have to charge your customers based upon the number of days, like 30 days or 28 days, you will also have days-based billing within the plan frequency. So you will be able to create multiple plans for a product. You can create plans, and you will also be able to create add-ons. So in add-ons, the pricing models are 4 types. So you can create a flat pricing. You can also create tiered pricing, wherein if you have a quantity, starting quantity and ending quantity, there can be multiple pricing brackets, and the price can be based upon the tier that the customer falls in. So the same goes for volume pricing. So if the customer wants to buy more, you can increase that based upon volume based pricing. And if you sell something in packages, you will also be able to group them together and sell them as packages. So there can be a subscription plan, there can be an add-on with all these different types of pricing methods that you can combine together and sell your services. You will also be able to provide discounts for your customers using coupons. So these coupons can be one-off discounts, these can be recurring discounts, these can be also coupons that can be only for the first 3 billing cycles. So you can set up the number of cycles in which your customer should be able to redeem these coupons. You can also run a limited period offer, like if you're running a Thanksgiving campaign or if you're running a New Year campaign, you can set an expiry date and you will be able to sell these customers with the coupon code, and that can only be used until the end of the expiry period. You can also send a limited quantity coupon. So if you just want to provide discount for only the first 1,000 customers, you can set a quantity for the coupon, and only the first 100 or 1,000 customers get to use this coupon code from your website. So all these can be configured within a billing system, and you will be able to handle the entire subscription lifecycle. So this can be from the trial stage. So if you are a company that offers trial period, you can capture the customer's journey right from when they start your trial and when they subscribe to the product and make payment, and on every renewal until if they want to pause it, cancel it, or even reactivate their subscriptions. The entire subscription lifecycle can be handled in Zoho Billing. And you will also have different methods to bill your customers. So let's say if the customer signs up on 15th of a month, but you only charge a company's billing date and first of every month. So you can set up calendar billing. You can set up to 4 billing dates, let's say 1st and 15th of a month. Even if the customer signs up on middle of the billing cycle, they will be charged on a pro rata basis. So your customers will be charged on a pro rata for the first time, and from the renewal, the next billing date will be automatically first of the next month. So you can also set this for companies or educational institution that have term fees. So if you have 4 term fees or 2 term fees, you can also set calendar billing months. So if you only bill your companies in April or June based upon the terms that you have for colleges or schools, you can set the dates and you can automatically bill that based upon that. If your business involves billing your customers weekly, and if you always want to bill on the first of, let's say, Monday every week, if you want to do that, you can also set a calendar billing day based upon weeks. So you'll be able to configure multiple options in the calendar billing, and based upon that, you can automatically bill your customers. You also have consolidated billing, wherein if you are selling multiple services together, and let's say we have Zoho Books, CRM, billing, a lot of 55 applications. So we use this consolidated billing. So you will be able to group them together and send a single invoice. So regardless of the day of the sign up, the customers will be able to purchase multiple products, but you'll be able to group them together and send a single invoice and charge them only once based upon the billing cycle. So that is consolidated billing. You will also have the ability to charge your customers in advance. So if you want to invoice your customers in advance, you can set up specific days before which you want to generate an invoice for your customers. So if first of every month is the invoicing date for your customer, but you want to get the payment before the renewal, you will be able to set, let's say, 5 days for every month, I want to get the advance payment. So for monthly plans, it should be 5 days before renewal. For quarterly, it can be 10 days before the renewal. For annual subscription, it can be 45 days before the renewal. So you can set multiple days before which you want to receive the advance payment or advance invoices for your customers. So you can even send an invoice and collect the payment, or you can just send a payment link, and once they make a payment, you can generate an invoice automatically before the renewal. So this will help you to improve the cash flow before the renewal date. You'll get the payment upfront and you'll be able to send an advance tax invoice to your customers. The next thing is dunning management. So you will be able to automatically retry failed payments. So we have the option to automatically capture the payment on renewal. So if the customer has saved their card on file, we will try to charge them, and if the payment goes through, it will send the receipt. But there are chances that the payment might fail during renewal date. So in those cases, you can set up to 3 retries. So we will automatically retry that on a specific days the gift system. And once that payment is retried, if it succeeds, the subscription will stay live. But if it fails, we will try to retry that 2 more times, after which you can set it as cancelled, or you can mark it as unpaid and follow up with your team. So you will be able to configure the different number of days for credit cards and ACH payments, and you can automatically retry failed payments and collect payment from your customers. So this will also help you to recover the revenue that would have been lost otherwise. So these are the different metrics that we get out of the system. So you have SaaS metrics like MRR, ARPU, LTV. So you'll be able to get the monthly recurring revenue, average revenue per user, and lifetime value for your customers. You can also get annual renewal rate. You will be able to get the churn metrics, like you will be, if you can see the churn reason why your customers are churning out from the system. So you can get that out of the system. What is the churn rate for your company? You'll be able to get the renewal summary metrics. How many subscriptions are renewing this month? How many subscriptions have already been renewed, and what is the revenue for the renewals from this month. So you'll get a detailed split up of all the renewal information. You can also get the payment failure details and how many payments have failed after retry and how many payments have been recovered after the payment failure initially. So you'll get a detailed split up of all the subscription metrics within the system, and all these metrics can be exported. So this can be synced to your analytics application. This can be exported as a CSV or Excel file. This can also be like, if you want to be automatically emailed to your system, you can schedule those reports to your email. Apart from that, we also have revenue recognition, which we've recently launched. So this is helping companies that needs to get funding from VCs, or if you want to have a compliant revenue recognition metrics. So you can configure multiple recognition rules. Based upon that, we will automatically calculate the amount. So let's say if the subscription is $1,200, but you don't want to recognize the entire amount as your revenue, we can configure rules in such a way that it can be recognizing the revenue based upon the number of days in a month, or let's say it can split the revenue as 12 based upon 12 months in a year and only recognize 100 every month. So the remaining 1,100 will stay in the deferred revenue, which is an unearned revenue for your account, and only every month automatically $100 will be adjusted from the deferred revenue account to the plans account that you configure. So you will be able to configure multiple revenue recognition rules, and you can assign that your subscription, and we will take care of the calculation process, which would be a complex process if you do that through Excel or manually. So you can automate this subscription revenue recognition, and you can get deferred revenue reports, revenue recognition reports. It can be based upon the items, based upon the customers that you have. So you'll be able to get detailed metrics from the revenue recognition metrics as well. And the next type of billing is usage-based billing. So as I mentioned earlier, as user consumption evolves, it can be one time to subscription, and now it's usage-based billing. So you'll be able to bill your customers based upon the usage of the previous month. So what that can be a fixed subscription fee, and that can be a usage-based subscription. So you will be able to, you can visualize that in terms of your telecom bill or postpaid bill. So you'll be able to capture a subscription fee. You can capture the additional usages. So there are three types in which you can bill your customers. One is if you want to track the meter at your end, you can enable the metered billing. And in this case, you will be able to generate a pending invoice, and each and every month you can add the additional usage, and we will automatically invoice them and charge them. The next thing is unbilled charges. So this will have come into play when you have multiple usages in the same billing period and you want to itemize the invoice. So you'll be able to add multiple add-ons at any point of time in the subscription life cycle, and it will be automatically invoiced on the renewal date, and you will be able to charge your customers with the detailed item-wise split up. The next thing is usage record. So if you need even more detail in this usage-based billing, if you want us to handle the metering, you can send all the metered information to our end. So we have a lot of AI companies using this. So how they charge us, they will measure the usage and they will be able to send that in real time, and we'll keep a track of the meter, and we will automatically charge them at the end of the billing cycle. And this also has scale conversion coming up. This also has a useful statement metrics that can be sent based upon the end of the month. You can send the usage metrics at the end of the month along with the invoices. So these are the different metrics that we have for usage-based billing. Based upon the add-ons that you've added in the system, you'll be able to get detailed metrics of the usage, and you can generate which product is selling, which add-on is selling the most. So these are the usage-based billing models. So this is a customer testimonial who used Zoho Billing. So they are a web development company and they used Zoho Billing to expand to 10 different countries across 4 different continents. So as I said here, so they mentioned that we no longer consider billing as a challenge while expanding to new markets. So if you want a robust billing system that can handle multiple types of billing models, then Zoho Billing will be the right place to start. Now, we have seen how a salesperson can create these transactions and send out these transactions to your customers. But what if your customers themselves can automatically onboard from your website? So we have an option to create pricing widget. So you will be able to create this subscription plan and add-ons. You will be able to customize the theme and the language and the color of the pricing page. You will be able to show the features that is present in each and every product like you see in different Zoho applications, and you will be able to publish this in the website. So with this, you will be able to redirect the customers to the pricing page, and when they subscribe, they'll be taken to the hosted payment page. So this is the payment page that can collect their entire information like their name, email address, billing and shipping information, and you will be able to collect their card information or ACH information and store it to automatically charge on renewals. So you can also include user verification. So if, for example, if this customer is already present in your CRM as a potential, you don't want to create a duplicate record. So you will be able to enable user verification so they can verify their email address with their OTP. And once that is done, it will automatically associate the subscription with the transaction with the customer in the CRM. So you'll be able to automate the user verification, and you can also use this for abandoned cart tracking. So if the customer does not make payment, if they leave the cart, you will be able to automate emails. You can add a coupon code and nudge them to purchase a subscription. So these can be automated based upon the user verification. So if you enable user verification, you can automatically see the abandoned carts and see how many customers have been recovered. Or if the customers have not been recovered, you can automatically send an email with a discount coupon. And you can also track the life cycle inside the hosted payment page, how many customers have been landing in a hosted payment page and how many customer has been converted to a paid customer using Google Analytics, or you can use Metapixel for analysis. So this is a testimonial from a customer, and they've used a self-service checkout and they've saved a lot of time, like 60 hours of manual work. So instead of you creating the subscription or hiring a team to create these subscriptions, you can publish that in your website and your customers can directly get onboarded from your website, and we will take care of the entire life cycle of the subscription. So once the customer subscribe, what if they want to make changes to their plans or billing cycle or even the address or card information? We have customer portal for that, as you might already know. All of the finance applications have their self-service portal. You will be able to see the detailed account to overview of the customer within the customer portal. The customer themselves can log into the portal, see all their transactions in one place, see their overdue, and they can also manage their codes. So if you have sent an estimates or codes, they'll be able to accept it. If you have sent timesheets for approval, they can approve it from the customer portal. And if they have any subscriptions that they have, they can also manage the subscription. So if you want to upsell, you can let them change from one plan to another. If they purchase a monthly plan, they can upgrade to the annual version. If they want to purchase any add-ons, they can directly purchase it from the portal. They can also apply discount coupon codes and they can make payment directly from the portal. So this will also include, so if they have a self-service model, your customers can subscribe from the website and they can manage their subscription from your customer portal. And this will save a lot of time so that your team would have to do manually otherwise. You can also automate this customer statement from the customer portal, and this portal can be rebranded with the custom domain. You can also add single sign-on for this customer portal. So you'll have complete branding opportunity here. You can customize the theme, you can customize the URL, that is the custom domain. You can also if you have a website login in your website and if you want the customers to use the same credentials to access the customer portal, you can implement single sign-on for that as well. So from end to end, your customers would not know that you're using Zoho. You can maintain your brand and you can automate the entire journey of the life cycle from your website. So that's about the customer portal. And this is another testimonial from our customer. So they've said that if they had to build a portal themselves, they would have to spend more than 2,000 and that would take a lot of time with the developers. But they simply reuse their customer portal, brand it as their own, and use that for their billing operations. So you can also try that out in Zoho Billing. And the next part is the integration and platform capabilities. This is one slide you might have been gone through with all the finance applications. We build our products as a platform. So in the Zoho ecosystem, right from when a customer lands in CRM as a potential, and when they want to get a lead, if you want to send an estimate to the potential, or if you want to send an invoice to them, or when you want to create a subscription, right from when they become a lead and when they become a customer, and when you want to send them notifications, you have all the ecosystem of application working together. So you can use CRM integration, desk for customer support. You can embed the sales IQ within a customer portal. So if a customer wants to chat with you, you can initiate a chat from the customer portal, and you can use Zoho Desk. So if you missed a chat, you can reply to that in Zoho Desk, because it will be created as a ticket in Zoho Desk. So we have a combined ecosystem of products. When it comes to the finance application, all the invoices that is created in Zoho Billing will be integrated with Zoho Books, which is the accounting application. So at the end of the day, you get all the subscription invoices as well as the regular invoices synced to your Zoho Books application. You'll have revenue recognition reports, which will be synced at manual journal level. So you'll have the ledger level synced with Zoho Books. So everything from the billing to the accounting can be automated with a combined suite of applications. Next thing is the out-of-the-box integrations that we already have in a system. Apart from the default payment gateways that we have, we also have Avalara for tax integration. We have integration for document sharing. You'll be able to automate things with Zapier integration. And even if you want to use our own task builder, you have the option to use Zoho for that. Now, if you don't see your list of application listed in the supported out-of-the-box integration, you can also use the marketplace plugins. So in marketplace plugins, we have several partners who have published their plugin within the marketplace. So for example, payment gateways like Instamojo or Paystack or PayU, they publish the payment gateways because we were not able to integrate directly with them. They themselves publish the marketplace integration, and you can also use that for Xero or QuickBooks integration. So you have the option to connect your invoices from billing to your accounting application if you're using some other application like QuickBooks or Xero. So you have the option to use the marketplace plugin, and you also have the customization part. So if you don't see your list of supported applications here, we have open API. You will be able to create your own customizations within our system because we build it as a platform. So you can be able to create custom fields, custom modules. You'll be able to store any additional information that you want to store in the system. You can also sync all this information to any third-party system. So we have open API and webhooks. So you'll be able to sync any information from Zoho Billing to any third-party system through our webhooks. And if you want to bring in any information from a third-party system, we have open API for that. So with that, you'll be able to get all the information flowing together from different services. And this is another testimonial from a customer who have used Zoho for their front office and back office operations. So if you use the combined suite of applications together, it will be a powerful product for you because you have a seamless integration, and you also have integration flowing between different products that are talking to each other. But at the end of the day, you will get meaningful metrics from each of the systems. Like if you in CRM, you'll have sales metrics, and in billing, you'll have subscription metrics, and in books, you'll have accounting metrics. And you can also build custom dashboards in Zoho Analytics if you want additional information. So you have a combined suite of products, but you can also use them if you want just an application. You can just use Zoho Billing, and you can tie that with your own accounting application. So the next is, so far we have seen a lot of product related updates in Zoho Billing. So the reason that we are building this product is that some of the features that our customers have been asking for the past 2 years, we have slowly started to roll out that in a phased manner. The reason why we're doing that is that we have an enterprise edition that is coming up. All right, thank you.